from the wild to put on display is always a touchy subject, but what happens when those animals have been under human care for decades? Tonight, KITV4's Andrew Pereira shows us the three newest residents at Sea Life Park and why researchers decided not to release them into the wild.
It's these teeth that gave that initial impression.
Meet Kina, a 40-year-old false killer whale, which means she's really another type of dolphin. Kina and two bottlenose dolphins, 29-year-old BJ and 26-year-old Boris, were moved to Sea Life Park last month from the University of Hawaii Research Facility at Coconut Island.
We've done everything from vision studies to how well they see, to their sonar, and to their hearing.
All three ocean mammals also took part in military research, but now call Sea Life Park home after UH agreed to transfer ownership. Pawlowski was one of Kina's trainers nearly 3 decades ago, and the two are getting reacquainted after 13 years apart.
Not only does she add to our family, but it's an old friend. And I really truly think that she remembers me.
All three dolphins are currently in quarantine, but soon BJ and Boris will have their own reunion. That's because their offspring, Ho'olono, is already at Sea Life Park. It's been nearly 2 years since the parents have seen him, and everyone at the park is curious what that'll be like.
And we intend to bring some of the scientists here to put some hydrophones in the water and see if maybe we can figure out what's going on. So this is a great opportunity for us to not only have people come and see the animals, but for us to continue the investigations and continue to study these animals longer.
Some activists might say, why not just allow these majestic creatures back out into the wild? But after so many years of human care, Pawlowski says their very lives would be threatened.
For them to try to reassume that role back in the wild, to fit right in that niche, to find a group of animals that they could fit in with, would be very difficult, as she agrees. And we know that would not be the thing to do.
Dolphins often mask their illnesses in the wild so they don't fall prey to other animals. But at the park, they get world-class care from top-notch vets.
We routinely take blood samples and yes, right? I know we do. We do that, right? You know that. Okay, thank you. It's my show, not yours. Routinely take these samples, and then we can analyze what the vet analyzes, and then we also match that with behavior.
Dolphins can live to be 60 years old, so Kina, BJ, and Boris are joining 16 other dolphins at Sea Life Park for years to come.
We not only want to provide an entertaining, fun day at the park to interact with all sorts of marine life, but a chance to learn more about these animals. But not just in a book, but to see it.
Andrew Pereira, KITV4 News.
And Kina will eventually be moved to the park's Dolphin Lagoon once she leaves quarantine.
Park officials are still deciding where they'll place BJ and Boris.